I'm the CEO of Norwegian. I'm here in Dublin attending a conference primarily on the open sky system between Europe and the US. First of all, you need to have the right tools actually to fly on low cost. That means that actually the only tools you have to fly on long haul low cost is either the Dreamliner or the Airbus 350. That's so far that we have found the only suitable aircraft to do it, because you need an aircraft with, that can have high utilization with low fuel burn and low operating cost. That is essential, otherwise you can't do it. The majority of the people flying between East and West will be Asians, because there are 5 times as many people living in the Far East as it is in Europe. So it's simple, the flow will come from the East. But you have to be able to compete on equal terms. And the way to compete is fly direct routes. So for instance, for us, have new airplanes, fly on an efficient airline. That is, it's more the same as you do on the short haul, you have to do on the long haul. First of all, you have to fly out from the big catchment areas into the smaller catchment areas. That means that out of the big, you have to, for instance, your crew bases have to be in the big cities in the world, and you have to fly into the smaller catchment areas. Obviously, to serve, for instance, South America or Africa, you have to have a base where you can fly in and out of, and with a fairly high population. You can reach most of the cities from London Gatwick, but not all of them. Likely, cities in Spain is very suitable for flying into South America and Africa. So in the future, you will see us flying from the big cities into the smallest cities on direct flights, except for London is a big city, of course, I think it's vital. And one have to bear in mind, where is the most interesting cities in Europe? Where do the tourists like to go to? Obviously, people from India, everybody have a cousin in UK, they will go to UK. Chinese will obviously go either to London, Paris, Barcelona, Rome. That's about where they will end up most of the tourists. Some of them will go to Dublin, some of them will go even to Stockholm, but the majority will be in these places. That means that you have to set up a network, direct flights into these cities. That will be your primary targets. We only do transfer with our own airline, but obviously a lot of the passengers fly on other airlines. When we fly into New York, obviously a lot of them will fly with American Airlines to different cities in the US. Our target is to fly the direct passenger O&D passengers. But there is, we are somewhat surprised how many transfer passengers actually we have on the airline. Because, and maybe we shouldn't be surprised of it, because we have 430 routes throughout Europe. So you can actually fly into our long-haul destination just about from every corner in Europe. And that I think it's impossible to start a long-haul setup without your own infrastructure. So you have to have your own infrastructure, your own network in order to succeed on the long haul. Okay. We don't compete that much actually with the other low-cost airlines. We more compete with a lot of legacy airlines. Why should you compete with, it's better to use them as, for instance for us, using them as feeder operations into our long-haul network than trying to fight with the low-cost carriers. But there is a lot of legacy carriers that don't have the cost and the efficiency actually to compete without getting government funding, and that's no good. Government should use their money on hospitals and schools and so on. So but it will play out. In the end, it will play out.